Yeah, is this visible to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So, this is Patwardhan Park. This is Linking Road. The park, this is the main park which you see here, and we are standing in this green patch here.
Okay.
This building which you see here is this building, which is a BMC auditorium. It is not somebody's private property. This auditorium is part of this park complex. It used to be an open amphitheater in the past. Somebody along the way said, let's make it into a auditorium, and now it's become misused. Let me put the word. It's not used for public use. This is the top Google Earth footprint. Same thing. This is Linking Road here. This is the park, and this is the part where they are going, where now they have the proposed parking. So does this answer your question, sir? Now, these are the sketches. Now, a week ago or 10 days ago, BMC came out for a tender to make a parking lot in this part where we are standing. This wall, this fence, this wall, and this is the road. This road here is this road.
24th.
This is 24th road here. Okay? This is this wall with the auditorium. This is the current park with the fence. And this is this wall in front which we see. So if you've got the orientation.
That corner also they've taken.
And this corner also, yes.
Corner,
Yeah,
which is
where
currently not in the park.
Yeah. Just a little higher. Okay. Now, what is the plan? This entire plot of land is going to be taken over for a parking lot for 228 cars in 3 levels. So, very roughly 75 cars per level. For the cars to enter, there are going to be 2 roads on the side. So, you will have between this tree and this wall, there will be a road to allow cars to come in here. And between that tree and that wall, there will be another road. So you will have 2 roads bringing cars here, and then the cars will go into the garage. They will enter into the garage, drive into the garage, and then the lift will go down.
So only the parking is underground.
Parking is underground. The structure is overground. The entry-exit point. It's not a ramp where you have just a ramp which goes in and then it's a basement. It's not like that.
These are car lifts.
These are car lifts. So the motor of the car lift is going to be here, where we are standing. There will be one motor, and this is a very unique parking. You enter here, you go down the lift, then there are 2 levels. So if I want to remove this car, I have to first remove this car, then only this car can come out. Puzzle parking. Now I don't know if any of you all have such parkings in your own buildings. But you can see in the opposite building there, man dunes, the same parking is there. No building in Mumbai uses it. It's just made because BMC sanctions it. You cannot use this parking unless you remove another car. So if I am a public, I am a person who comes to Linking Road and I want to park here, I am not able to remove my car till this guy removes his car. Yeah. And you are having 3 layers of this. Okay. So basic, please understand, every square inch of this park is going to be made either into roads for accessing the car park or for the car park structure. Not 1 inch of this is going to remain as a playground. The only inch are the 2 flower beds on the side, where they may put some greenery too. This is the only greenery. This is their own plan, the BMC's plan, not our plan. And there are some people who say that some superior architect will come and design it, but they cannot design anything different. This is the only way for this parking to be made. Anybody can go to Shoppers Stop Suburbia. They have a 5-story mechanical parking upwards. This one is downwards. You go there, you give your car, you park it in a lift, and they give you a number, like I am at level B12. So they just type B12 and your car will zigzag, take 15 minutes and come out. That is how it is. Yeah.
I have one more doubt in my mind also, which is if they're just doing a car parking, the cheapest solution is to do 3 stories above ground.
Yes.
So the fact that they're doing the basement,
yes,
I think there's possibly an ulterior plan to make a building on top of it subsequently and sell it.
May I answer that?
Sure.
Because BMC does everything trying their best to try and fool people into the rules. BMC's rule says we can make underground parking below parks. So they design it like this and say parking is underneath, but above ground now finished.
Above ground, they'll.
I am not parking above ground, so I am a good
Also
person.
as a terrace garden.
And 5 years down the line, they'll say, we're just
Yeah.
extending 3 floors because nobody's
let me give an example. This same plot here is an Adani substation, given recently to Adani. It was not there before. If you stand outside, they are proposing something also to be made. We told them this is a BMC land. Why don't you make 10-story parking over this substation? What is the problem? Make one lift and make 10-story parking. What is the problem? But they don't want to do that.
That's a good proposal.
Yes, it can be done in this plot. What is the problem?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Or like this in any other plot.
Yes, correct.
Okay. This is what Patwardhan Park looks like today. There are all these trees. Can we see these trees in the center?
Yeah.
This is the tree at the corner there. So this is just a schematic diagram of BMC's own tender. This is what the park looks like today.
Zoru, it's accurate, huh?
Absolutely accurate, but it's not BMC's drawing. BMC's drawing is on page number 2. This is page number 3. I'm just giving you. Now, please look at this garden. This part of the park, half of it is mud, half of it is cement. Why? Please, this is important to remember. This is the only, because BMC has said you cannot play ball games in that part of the park. So if children want to play ball games, they have to come in this part of the park. So ball games where they require a cement floor, like they come and play cricket, etc. here, they play here. Where they want to play mud field, they play here. If you come in the evening, you will find a net here and people are playing volleyball, badminton, whatever. Different people come and play different things here. But you are not allowed to play any of those games in that park. This is, somebody has made this idea before, and now because they did it, they said no, this is a different part of the park. It's not. This is part of the very much same park. So what is it going to look like afterwards? This is the road outside. This is this road outside here, this road. There will be an entry road here. Arey Baba, hold it.
Sorry.
Okay, hold this.
So sorry.
Okay. So this is the park, existing park. This entire structure is going to be overground. There will be a separate structure there, and there will be, so this every square inch of this garden is going to be either car road or car park lift. But no parking. Parking will be underground. But no garden at the end. So please understand how BMC is playing on words and playing on our thoughts. We are making underground parking, so what? But what about the above ground part? Who will discuss about that? All the trees, you can see that there are no trees left.
It's a complete building. It's a building.
You cannot have a car parking here without removing the trees. Everybody knows that it's difficult to find parking on linking road. Who disagrees that linking road parking is difficult? Does anybody disagree?
There's no.
Now, why is linking road parking difficult? Please remember this. Linking road, right behind the building behind, this building is Taste of Punjab Mall. Next is Chroma Mall. On the opposite side, there is KFC Mall. On the opposite side here, there is Starbucks Mall. There are 4 malls that I know of. Each of those malls are having underground parking for visitors. That means public parking. If I want to go to KFC, I must be allowed to park there. If I want to go to Chroma, I must be allowed to park there. If I want to go to Shoppers Stop, I will not come here to park. No, I will come here to park if I want to go to these shops. Correct? So it is a public parking. In fact, Chroma Mall used to have a BMC public parking. They had. Anybody could park there. But it used to take half an hour to get your cars in and half an hour to get your cars out because of the puzzling or the puzzle system of the complexity in parking. Exactly what they've designed here, they've done there. So nobody used to go there to park, so they shut that parking down. And Chroma Mall is right now lying empty. There are over 100 car parking spaces in this building right here. Underground. Starbucks and there is a pizza place next to it, which is just opened. I forgot.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Entire building is having underground parking. Shut. You cannot use it. Under KFC, there is underground parking of the full building. Half of it is misused into shops. The lift of the car lift has become into a shop.
Yes, that's true. 100%.
Yes. Okay. This is Taste of Punjab Mall, which is right here. taste of this Punjab Mall is another illegality, but that's not our concern. Our concern is with the parking. Just down the road at the next junction, there is NM Medical Center. Who has not been to NM Medical Center in your life? Please put your hands up.
Everybody is gone.
Everybody.
All of us have been.
Yes.
NM Medical Center building. My issue is not with NM Medical, please. I'm just calling it the building. That building is an entire commercial building. On the ground floor, there is a monkey bar and fatty bow and whatever, whoever comes. They have under their entire building parking. But if I come to use their shop or office, I cannot enter their parking. How can that be possible? Now, please also just keep in mind, how did these malls come up on Linking Road? These malls were not there before. There was no Taste of Punjab Mall, there was no Chroma Mall, there was no KFC Mall 20 years ago. Linking Road was encroached. This 33rd Road. 33rd Road was completely encroached. So in settlement, BMC moved those encroachers and that's how the mall was created. Yes, this mini Punjab Mall or Taste of Punjab Mall is created to rehabilitate the hawkers of Linking Road. They are not they didn't come here to buy their shop and this thing. They are the hawkers who have been put here. And knowing that parking is required, that is how basement parking was made. Now it is locked. And if you go to complain to BMC, they say, this is not my work. How can it not be their work?
Exactly.
For example, if the shopping mall shuts off their fire system, is it not BMC's job to get the fire system restarted? Can they put up their hands and say, no, fire system is not my problem? The utilities which are planned in that mall are part of BMC's sanction. Now let's go to the other issue. If I start a KFC, I need BMC license. I cannot get a BMC license unless I prove that along with my shop there is a parking space available with my shop. Otherwise I don't get a license. So they are having proof that they have parking, but they don't allow anybody to use it. That cannot be correct. And if we have a few hundred parking lots available in this neighboring building, why would you want to make more parking here? If parking is misused there,
Exactly.
some sannyasi is going to come and use parking here? I mean, we are not fools. This entire concept that we will build more parking and this time it will not be misused is making fool of us. Okay? This building, again I'm repeating, this is a BMC plot of land, part of Patwardhan Park complex. It was an open air auditorium, open air amphitheater. Somebody decided, chala amphitheater, let's build a auditorium given out to private people to use. Doesn't matter. Let that, I'm not even going into the issue. 5 stories, there are commercial offices running up. Below, yes, offices. Yeah, 5-story offices are running up.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Below this, there is a basement parking. Whose basement? BMC's.
And who parks?
Who parks? Not the public.
Office goers. Shocking.
It's
in their control.
30, 50, it makes no difference. If this is full, if BMC says I have a parking lot and now this capacity is full, therefore I need more, it makes logic. But if their capacity lying empty and saying we will not use that but we want to make here, this is illogical.
Absurd, it's absurd.
So, should not BMC open up their own parking space first?
Yes.
Yes, use this. Why should public not use BMC parking lot?
And
That's a commercial issue. That's a commercial misuse by a private person. Can BMC misuse their own property?
No.
No.
See the extent to the misuse. Down the road, this is National College Signal. Next junction is the road where the Shell petrol pump is. 2 buildings after the Shell petrol pump, there is BMC Public Pay and Park. There is a 5 or 7 story building with puzzle parking.
Where is it?
in Suburbia Mall. Shopper Stop and Suburbia Mall. Shopper Stop have their own underground parking only for Shopper Stop customer. Though if I go there and park and say I'm going to Shopper Stop, he'll still allow me to park. It's not that I have to pay and park. But everywhere is pay and park now. Nowhere is free.
Right.
Even if I go to Chroma Mall, I have to pay and park only.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of free. But
Even this won't be free.
no, it's not going to be free.
won't be free.
The person who takes this tender has to operate it for 20 years and make money out of it.
They'll lease it out.
See trials na.
Okay?
Trials.
No, nothing is free. Only the park is free.
You're from Infosys?
That is why it is being used.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm from Chennai.
So, sorry?
Park is free. ING is not
Parking is
I'll
not
see,
free,
I'll
correct.
park it in the evenings.
So coming back to this, how many of us on Linking Road know that there is a public parking lot available at the next junction? Does anybody know? No. How come? Why shouldn't BMC first inform people on Linking Road? Please, there is a public parking there. Please park there and come here.
People think that is a private park.
It is not private. It is
People
BMC
think-
pay and park.
Then there should be a board over there.
Yes, board keeping board there is of no use. Board should be here now where it is
Traffic
required.
police there to guide and guard.
So this is sorry, but this is an entire scam.
Exactly.
How to create an infrastructure, not use it, misuse it, and keep creating the same infrastructure again and again. Repeating the same thing again and again and expecting different results is insanity. I think who said it? Einstein. Who said this? Doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result cannot happen. That parking is not working, this is not working, that is not working. Why will this work? Why did you plan a parking lot below a park? They will give you an answer. It is allowed as per the rules. Development, control, promotion, regulation. Rule number 53 allows parking below land reserved for playground, gardens and parks. It is allowed. So we asked them, no problem, we can read here, but why don't you read the sentence before that? Before you reach here, why don't you read the previous sentence? The previous sentence allows underground parking and shopping shall be allowed below existing or proposed roads. So where do people require to park? In the road where they travel. Yeah, if you get parking where you need it, is that more sensible or creating parking somewhere else and then having to walk to that location? So in entire Mumbai, there is no public parking under a proposed road. But they have all the time in the world to look beyond this and come here. Let's give an example. There is an underground metro being built. No parking. They don't have a parking facility. They dug the full city, but they won't make a parking space. So the same rule which allows a park to be misused for parking allows the road to be used for parking. Now, right behind this building, going to Linking Road is 33rd Road. We are on 24th Road here. We are at this part here. So if I go down this road and just behind this building, there is 33rd Road. Entire 33rd Road is also again encroached. The first time encroachers have been put into the malls. Now new encroachers have come. This entire concept is that we will rehabilitate encroachers and that now all honorable people will come and they will no longer encroach is not going to work. Yeah, it is not going to work. This road is one of the widest roads in Mumbai.
In our area.
In this area, sorry, not in Mumbai, in this area. Now, you cannot even drive on this road. You cannot walk also, chalo. Also allows them to make parking below this road. Now this road is already encroached and the development control rule allows them to do two things. Make parking and shopping, which is what they wanted to do in Patwardhan Park before. The entire stretch is, if you come in the night at 12 o'clock also you cannot drive on this road because there are all night places or restaurants or whatever here. No problem, I also go to these places. I have no complaint against such use of, we are not complaining about the institute. But there is no way you can drive on this road.
Because of the illegal hawkers.
Forget the illegal hawkers. Forget the issue of hawkers.
It's not illegal hawkers. That's the other.
Our to say that hawkers are illegal and we are using hawkers as an excuse to protect the park is doesn't gel in my logic. Whatever hawkers will go, where will hawkers come? Where they get business. Who gives them business? You and me. Let's not blame them. Okay.
Thank you.
So the issue is, if you want to make parking, you can make it here. Let the hawkers remain up. Alan has made a beautiful plan. Sorry, I have forgotten to print that. It's a beautiful plan from National College Signal to McDonald's. Make the road underneath and make the top as a hawkers plaza. Yes, accept reality that the hawkers are not going to go away. Make a traffic-free junction below. Use the top for adding to green area, adding to whatever do.
Shopping plaza.
Yes, what is wrong with that? Is it not to try and say we will solve hawkers problem in entire Mumbai? Is hawkers problem ever solved?
No, never.
Will it ever get solved?
No.
Why should we fool ourselves? We have to be realistic. And what better thought than making the cars drive underneath, having no inconvenience, having a top public surface.
Space.
Yes, where everything can be done. What is wrong with that? It's a beautiful idea.
In Bangalore, it's called Magic Box.
Thank you.
So this is
I
done
think
in Bangalore.
Yes, it's all over the place, but in Mumbai it's not done.
It's not happening because of lot of interference.
So, what we are trying to say is, if you need parking, think of things which will help the city. Don't make plans to make money out of a garden because it's in your name and you can do what you want with it. Because if it was your personal property, you would never do it. Because it's in BMC's name and there is no Malik of it, anything is being done.
Just to understand BMC's brilliant design traffic sense, this is probably the only signal which is after a junction.
Louder, please.
Sorry, this is probably the only signal which is after a junction.
There is
not
a
before.
pedestrian signal outside McDonald's,
Yeah.
which is after a junction.
KFC, yeah, that's right. It's after the junction. It's weird, huh?
With the smallest hole in the divider to cross.
Yes.
Yes.
They have no sense of planning. Secondly, if you require parking at all, now I really have some doubts about whether we require parking. That's a different thing because it's more about organization. Once everything's cleared up, you are sufficient. The BMC, if it says we need 228 car parks, they have to support that with an audit first and a study which shows that parking is required. Okay? Now, very importantly, this is not a fight only for Patwardhan Park, though this is a meeting for that. It's a fight for parks all across Bombay. Juhu and Bandra are powerful areas where citizens can object. Other places parks will go. Once the template is set, it will happen everywhere because it will become policy. So it's important for us to speak not only for this but for the overall city. Okay? Now, everyone will say cars are increasing, we need more car parks. But actually human beings are also increasing, like 1.4 billion, we are overtaking China and population of the city is increasing. We also require more schools, hospitals, civic centers, welfare centers, so on and so forth. The BMC in all its logic has never ever proposed something that's communal. Okay, for the community on a civic space. And that's something that we could even think about or say, no, actually, you know what, why don't you just buy a plot because that's worth it for the city and build it there. Similarly for parking, if you really need it, buy a damn plot and build it there, no? Don't take over the open space. It's a simple thing. You can buy over that building, you can buy over one building and you can develop it. Any kind of plot.
Get all these.
You don't have to buy it also.
Exactly. And they have this policy in the terms of rolling out extra FSI, saying, hey, you build parking and we'll give you extra FSI. So this policy exists. And all of these are, I think, all of Khar and Bandra unfortunately is getting redeveloped, but that's how it is. And you'll have sufficient parking if required. So the thing is not like, it's not only the car population that's increasing, human population, we need more open spaces. So please think broadly, and also it's not just this park. I'm sure we'll win over here, but it will extend across the city.
See, every BMC has already, I think, 19-20 public parking lots in Mumbai, where they have made it specially by giving either FSI or in whatever way some parking lots are made. All are lying empty.
They give 40%
Go to Breach Candy, Tony part of Mumbai. There is an entire 5-story parking lot which is lying empty, but all shops it has become into shops.
And Hill Road.
Hill Road, Trios.
My God.
There is
You can't get your car inside the lift.
They've made 4 stories of parking and given extra FSI to the builder, and that parking is lying empty and everybody still parks down.
Empty and the lift is not working sometimes. It is shut.
So
Lift
this
are running.
entire concept that I will build a parking and I magically will remove parking on the road is false. It has not happened anywhere. It's a scam. Parks and playgrounds should never be touched for parking. Never. Does anybody have a disagreement about this?
No, not at all.
Yeah?
All those who agree, put their hands up.
Yes.
Raise your hands. All those who agree, parks will never be used for parking.
Yeah, somebody go up and please shoot this. Sheldon, ऊपर से shoot करना.
Not a single park will be touched for parking.
Why? Why should a park be touched? Why?
Why?
This thought needs to get out of BMC's head.
Yes.
And they are not talking about pollution levels. This winter was very, very
Those who want to
bad.
come here, they can come in Ola, they can come use public transport.
And
And there are no places of interest over here that they'll come and park and they want to visit some places of interest. Those who come and park over here, they'll be going to Linking Road to have a bloody pani puri and dosas and all.
Okay,
They
anyone
can
who
come
feels
there.
that it should be a parking lot, you can speak.
Please speak up now or forever keep your peace.
I'll make you one suggestion. I'll make one suggestion.
Please.
The person who park over here.
One at a time.
Supposing we are feeling that our supposing we are not having the maximum people to raise maximum the hue and cry our problem, why not tie up with some other people like this all the people of Bombay? Why not involve everybody here? We should involve almost all people, all clubs, right from you to everybody. Those who own the matters. Yes, so please invite them also next time.
Just